Hey, One More World Entertainment, and we got some breaking news and actually a bit of concerning news regarding Tom Holland. He's been rushed to hospital apparently after a stunt has gone wrong on the set of Brand New Day. And it's not just him, apparently there's a stunt woman as well that's been rushed. This isn't one of these stories of, oh, is this a rumor or something? No, this is legit. His father has even spoken out, and it looks like the movie could get a bit delayed because it's actually quite serious what's happened to him. So let's have a look at this article that's talking about it and see what's being said from his father as well. So it's saying MCU star and Spider-Man actor Tom Holland has reportedly been rushed to hospital after something went wrong during a stunt for the upcoming comic book movie outing Spider-Man Brand New Day. Holland, who has been the big screen Spider-Man since being introduced in 2016's Captain America Civil War, is said to have suffered a concussion, with filming now suspended following the accident. According to The Sun, Holland was rushed to hospital, and it is believed he cracked his head in a fall and was treated for concussion. The outlet goes on to reveal that, as well as Holland, a woman thought to be a stunt double was also taken to hospital in an ambulance. Filming on the Marvel blockbuster, which has been taking place at Levingston Studio in the UK, has now been suspended and could be on hold for weeks. Tom Holland's father, Dominic, has since added that the actor may not be able to return to filming for a while. A statement has also been released by an East of England ambulance service spokesperson who said, "We were called at 10:30 a.m. on Friday to attend to a patient who has sustained an injury Leavesden Studios," I think I pronounced it wrong the first time, in Watford. An ambulance was sent to the scene and the patient was transported to hospital for further care. The accident has clearly had a serious impact on the Spider-Man star who, while attending a charity dinner with his MCU co-star and newly revealed fiancée, Zendaya Coleman, didn't know her second name was Coleman, had to leave the event early after feeling ill. Now, the one part I find interesting about this is that this is the first time and first article I've seen that spoke about this. Here we are on Monday, and this apparently happened on Friday. So it sounds almost like the incident happened. He was brought to hospital, got out of hospital, and started to feel ill because, as you know, if you know anything about concussions, you can takes a while sometimes for the effects of it to kick in. So you can have, that's why in a lot of sports you'll see what they call concussion protocol, which is we're not going to let you back on for a few days or a few games, whatever, because the effects could take a little bit to get in. So this continues saying, Spider-Man Brand New Day is scheduled to be released in the United States on July 31st, 2026 as part of Phase 6 of the MCU. The Avengers sequel, Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, will follow, blah blah blah. Who gives a crap about any of that? It is not yet known whether the injuries that Holland has suffered will affect the release of the Spider-Man sequel, but no doubt the actor and studio will want to ensure that the actor is back to fighting fit before filming continues. So I suppose if it's an accident where he's fully in the suit, like mask and all, obviously you can get the stunt double to step in and you can continue filming those scenes. But the fact that something happened where your main actor managed to crack his head, that's quite serious. And of course in the UK and stuff where this is being filmed, you do get these things where the safety authorities step in and will shut you down to investigate. So that could also lead to delays for this. It isn't just a case of, well, we have to wait till Tom is okay, which you hope he is. It's the fact that the safety authorities and stuff will step in and pretty much review everything to see, was proper safety protocol put in place? Why did the accident happen? How did it happen? If it was Tom Holland and a stunt woman that got injured. You would assume the scene involved him swinging through the air with who you could assume would be maybe Zendaya or something, and it's her stunt double, and the cable gave away or something. It is quite concerning that, you know, he smashed his head by the sounds of it. It doesn't give any information as to the injuries to the stunt woman, so I'm assuming hers wasn't too severe. At least you would hope hers wasn't too severe. I just find this fascinating that this happened on Friday and we're only hearing about it now. That's interesting. Like, is that them trying to cover this up? You know, is it trying to hide it to say, ooh, nothing happened here? It's very strange that this information has only been released. You know, you'd think that would be the kind of thing they would announce almost immediately and say, hey, look, this happened. Very unfortunate, but thankfully everybody's okay. We have Tom going through concussion protocol or whatever. Whether he is or isn't, we don't know. You would assume he is. You would hope he is. You know, you don't want him back on set and starts feeling ill or dizzy or something, and, you know, something happens again. You definitely don't want that to happen. But it's concerning that this happened and nobody seemed to have spoken about it. It's good that he seems to be doing okay now. You know, his father says he won't be back filming for a little while. Again, that's probably true concussion protocol, where safety authorities would walk in and say he needs time to rest. You can't just rush him back in, even if he feels fine. You don't want him back in. Just look at the amount of football matches, soccer matches for you guys on stateside, but where one of the players gets a smack in the head, whether it's trying to head the ball or something, and they drop, and, you know, they get checked for concussion on the field and they're deemed okay, seems okay, and then a few minutes later as they're playing, you can see that they're off. You know, they're not at their best. They're looking around a bit much, and you realize concussion's now kicking in and they have to take the player off. And sometimes, and it's usually all the time, the player refuses to come off. He's like, no, I'm fine. It's like, you're not fine. You're clearly suffering from concussion, so we need you off. You don't want that happening with your actor, or anybody really. You don't want to put him back out there, strap him back up into it, and then concussion starts kicking in. It's a weird thing with concussions, but, you know, as long as everybody's safe and healthy and stuff, that's what's more important than your film. Let's be real here. That's more important, but quite serious, you know. Concussion, smashing his head, stunt woman injured as well, taken to hospital. Yeah, I find this interesting that we're only finding out about this now, but thankfully it does seem that he's okay. So hopefully they go through all the proper procedures and make sure that he's fine and that concussion has passed and whatnot before they try and film again. So let us know what you think about this, or did you even hear about this since Friday? Do let us know. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.